Alrighty, so we've had a lot of people asking to see a brief interview. Okay, I'm gonna start that again because this has been a mess. We've had a lot of people asking to see a brief overview of gum ranching because there's not a video out for it just yet. So that's what we're gonna talk about today. This is probably one of the more in-depth ranching scripts that I've seen so far. You get goats, sheep, pigs, horses, chicken, and of course you get your cows. Each ranch, you'll have a little guy here that you buy. Hi, Gum, how you doing? You get a little guy that you buy your ranch from. And then when you come out here, you see the animals. You can harvest from them by focusing on them. And when they've got products, you get an option to collect them. You get to cuddle them, which is super cute. I love it. Cuddle the critter. Come on. Cuddle the critter. There we go. We're going to give him a nice little pat. And then we have a lot of leather we collect from the horses. So we just kind of click around here. We have our max set to 50 items. So obviously it's been a little bit since I collected from them. But when you go to collect, you just kind of click through them. I'm not going to do them all because it'll take a minute. But once you do that, you don't have to collect all of them at once, obviously. You'll end up with the items in your pockets. And then it'll update on there how many products are still inside the animal. You also have to feed and water the animals here. You can configure how much your troughs can hold. We have ours boosted to 600, so we can do 300 of each. Since we have several players that own ranches that aren't in every single day to be able to take care of them, so we made them a little bit bigger just so that they have the ability to take that day or two away from the county if they need to. And inside the configuration, you can configure what the animals give. You can configure what they eat and drink. You can configure the times for breeding, because they will breed. You can only buy 4 animals to start with, and then you can breed up to 8. So we have horses set to give leather, we've got pigs given pork, sheep are given wool, goats are given milk, and then the cows are given beef, and of course chickens are obviously giving eggs. And then to get into your ranch menu, you just type in /ranch. To buy animals, you would just go to click buy animals. Obviously, I've bought all 4, so mine is full right now, but normally you would have the option to buy a male or female from this menu right here. This here shows you under animals, just shows you the animals that you have currently. This is where you buy the troughs. You can configure the price on those as well. You also get a ranch storage, which is really nice. You can configure for your server how much space you want those ranch inventories to have as well. So you can set it to whatever you like. And then, of course, the money that you make at your ranch will go into money in ranch. This is where your rental, where you pay for the renting of your ranch, if that's how your county has it set up. And of course, the bottom option allows you to sell it and put it back up for sale. the animals. Let's go a little more in depth with them. So you have the ability to herd them. We call this leading. And you just go into your animals, you click on it, you click lead, and they will start following you, except for I double clicked it, so now I have to do it again. We'll go lead the horses, and they will just start following you, and this is how they get experience. The experience will make a lot of a difference on how much they sell for, depending on how you have it configured. It'll affect how much product they give. It also affects their happiness. And you want your animals to be happy so that they produce, what you need. And you can focus on them as you walk them, and that kind of shows you their experience as it goes up. They're so cute. I love it. So there's your animals getting led. And your goats are going to come back in because we're coming back into the range of the ranch, but and then we just go to the horses again, go back, and it'll put them back in their location where they started. It'll also tell you how much experience that the animals got as you went along as well. Now, there are two different ways that animals can be sold. You can choose to make people take them to a herding spot, or you can set it up so they can sell them directly from the ranch. We have them right now set up to sell directly from the ranch because we have a lot of new people to the county that aren't used to doing this sort of thing yet. So we made it kind of easy for them. But to sell from the ranch, it's really simple. Go to your animals. We'll sell a chicken. You go down to whichever one you want to sell. You double click it and it says, do you want to sell the chicken? You sure do. And that sells it and puts the money into your ranch ledger. And then, as I mentioned, there's also the ability to sell them with the herding locations. But we have that disabled so you're not seeing them on the map. But there's just a lot to this script. There's a lot to learn. It's got a little bit of a learning curve because it is just so much more in-depth and more realistic than some of the other ranching scripts out there right now. And everything is incredibly well configured. You'll start out with 7 ranches that are already set up in the config, but you can add more of them. You can adjust breeding time, the amounts they sell for, the items, everything. There's just so much within gum ranching that you control and set up. It makes for a lot of configuration, but honestly, like I said, I think it's probably one of the best ranching scripts out there right now. So you should definitely take a look, check it out, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Alright, so again, this was just a quick overview. I just kind of wanted to get something out there so people can see it. So I'm going to go ahead and call this done so that we can get this put out there for people to take a look at. So you guys have a great rest of your evening. Thank you.